And hello everyone, welcome back to the Racing Groove podcast here. Tonight we are going to go ahead and talk with some other league drivers and their experiences, their worlds outside and inside the great landscapes of league racing. I am your host, Christian the Crusader Shriver. Joining me here once again is my lady in black here, Miss Chantel Pottle. Chantel, right now, even though you looked a little cleaned up and stuffed over there, I knew better. I had to wear my black too and make sure I had my shirt on today.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I was actually thinking about wearing that shirt right there. The one I have.
This one?
Yeah, I almost put it on. I was like, nah, I'll just wear something normal.
You wanted to look separate from me in this case. You didn't want to stand. You wanted to stand out a little bit. I'll give you that one. Fine.
Yeah.
Next time, folks, she's probably end up wearing that shirt, and I'm gonna end up finding that black jacket she's got. I'm telling you, she's got some kind of latex on that thing. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about us, folks. We got some special guests coming in here tonight, so you know what you want to hear. You want to hear from the special guest our evening. We'll go ahead and get right to it and bring them on in.
All right, let's go get.
All right, folks.
And welcome back here, as we are now joined in by our two special guests here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Keith Shepard and Alex Veith, and hope I'm saying both your names right there, gentlemen.
You almost got me, man. It's actually Kai, but you know what? I'll let it slide this time.
I had to think when I see KI, I'm thinking like Keith from Dragon Ball, right? You need that key energy to make sure it flows through you, especially when you're in iRacing, man. Because seriously, this place gets a little too crazy even for me.
Yeah, I got you.
I've called him way worse.
Yeah, I probably said you two probably called each other way worse on the track to begin with, so I don't think there's anything different, right?
Oh no, definitely not.
Nevertheless, though, gentlemen, welcome to the Racing Groove podcast. Great to have you on board here tonight.
Appreciate you for having us.
Absolutely. So, guys, maybe you want to give a little background introduction to you yourselves, as well as everyone out there. Maybe a little idea of who you are and where you come from in the league world.
Go ahead, Alex.
Well, my name's Alex. I come from the desolate wasteland that is the Midwest, specifically West Central Illinois. I raced motocross for 8 years, and when it came time to give that up, iRacing was the next thing. And then, actually now I'm going from iRacing and building an actual race car, an actual 4-cylinder dirt car. Gonna start that this winter. So. Got in with actually the original Rebels was the first league I joined, and it's taken off. It's a full-time job and a half, keeping this ship afloat.
Yeah, a little bit about me. Kai Shepard from Idaho. Yeah, good old potato state. Currently like the accountant / marketing director for ORL. I joined iRacing and March of this year, so not very much timing, but first league I joined. And then pretty much my daily life is Air Force, and then nightly job is getting us rolling on the money side of things. So
you're kind of the financial treasurer or backer of the league, I'm presuming, then, right?
Yep.
Well, very nice. Well, nevertheless, gentlemen, it's honestly a pleasure to have you on board. The original Rebels Racing League, obviously, you guys got a lot of big things over there and a lot of stuff that goes down, but I really got to ask you, how did this all start? When did your league begin, and what has become of it for you and your friends?
It actually started about this time last year. Matt Geis, our fearless founder and leader, he's actually kind of stepped away from it. His job just doesn't let him race anymore. Kind of started the league he was in. He wanted to have a truck series, and the guy just wasn't having it, so he's like, fine, I'll create my own league. So he did. I mean, we're a group of, our rules stay on our Facebook page, 35 plus, but it's kind of a 25-ish plus. We're military, pro-police, pro-military group of guys. I mean, our current count of active duty is 11 Army, or Yeah, 11 Army, 8 Air Force, 7 Navy, and we're up to 4 Marines now. But yeah, I mean, we're not about winning races and competing and winning big prizes. It's just more the camaraderie of racing. I mean, there's faster guys out there, there's faster leagues out there, but we're not about being the fastest. We're about having fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say the best part of the league since I've joined is just how welcoming everybody is. Like, you'll have a couple naysayers that'll join kind of every league and bounce in and out and trying to make everything competitive. But I think even not being a part of the beginning, but kind of joining towards the end of season 2 that we had right about when I joined in March, April timeframe. It was super easy to meet the guys that kind of introduced me. The whole thing brought me in, and yeah, it was pretty crazy. My first race, and we have a 2 truck series on Sunday, Outlaw and Rebels, and I hopped in Outlaws. Rebels was full. That's more for our guys that have been here for a longer time. And first race at Homestead, took the win. One of the guys that was leading the race, he got dumped by a lap car, but yeah, I ended up pulling out a 30-second gap at Homestead and winning on my first race. So it was pretty nice, and a lot of congratulations from the guys in the league, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they kind of stuck around from there, obviously, because the original Rebels have now kind of come onto the podcast here tonight to kind of talk about their experiences and all that too. And it's kind of crazy to me to think that there is a league out there that is, trying to dedicate more towards obviously our great men and women of every country, especially our United States anyway. Even I guess some Canadians down there with obviously Chantal. I know you're from Canada, but it's kind of surprising to me that we have such a diverse set of leagues and set of people out there. But I'd never really seen anything go on for Navy, Army, Marines, and all of them until now. Is how much really difference wise when you're out racing? Is it kind of dealing with those guys than it is compared to racing the usual crowd that is on the official hobbies and stuff?
I couldn't tell you the last time I've raced an official because of this league. Number one, because we have 12 series across 7 nights a week, so it's if whatever you want to race, we're probably gonna have it. We got dirt, open wheel, ARCA, Xfinity, truck, cup. I mean, you name it, we got it. Street stocks, rally, we have it. I mean, so it's kind of hard to want to go race officials, but the racing is so clean and respectful that it's hard to want to go race officials because, and if someone does get into you, be like, oh, hey, that's my bad. I'll take the UL for that. Give me the penalty. I screwed up. Whereas you don't get that in a lot of other leagues. There's not a whole lot of people arguing after the race. It's usually what's on the track. Whether I got wrecked or I wrecked somebody. I mean, that's just how it is. We go on to the next week. There's not a whole lot of animosity. Nothing really. It's the cleanest racing I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and to kind of back up Alex's point is a lot of the stuff that we've started doing, even they started last year before I even came in, was using the background of iRacing to kind of bring up the spirits of the veterans and stuff that it served before even myself. A lot of them are tight-knit, kind of fun guys telling stories all the time in the middle of a race, and some of them are just out there to pull some laps, but they're pretty respectful and pulling down, letting us know where they're going to be at in the next corner and letting us by, and then at the same time being able to do a lot of charity races that we've done. We run Mission 22 races at least once a season across all our series, and I think even this year, our Mission 22 weekend, we raised over $1,200 over the whole weekend, so it was pretty cool.
It seems like you guys got a lot of charities and events going on. Is that open to just the drivers, or is that open to everyone to try to help raise more money for that?
So really right now I'm kind of making the events up as we go. We just had a ladies night on October 10th, right before our all-star race, and we had 15 ladies come out, race for breast cancer awareness, raised about $500, had over I think 1,000 viewers on that race, more than we even see in some of our series, and it was really a really good experience. We learned some stuff that we might have done wrong, but we also have a kids race coming up on November 13th, and basically the way we're going to mold it compared to the last one we did is we're going to give the opportunity for the kids of the league members to join first, and then we'll reach outside of the league, probably starting November 1st, to fill those spots that haven't been filled yet.
Very cool indeed, to say the least. So, I guess, and I know, Kai, you kind of talked about this a little bit with one of your memorable races, but Alex, I'll ask you this too, because Kai kind of talked about this, but what was, would you say, with the league-wise or any of the events you've done, do you have really a memorable race or an event that happened that you can remember off the top of your head that was just special for some reason?
We had a guy who raced in our league, Ray Cobb. He was military and ended up passing from cancer, and his number was 45. So we had a race in honor of him, and at lap 45, everybody stopped. We stopped at the line, and we had a guys say a couple things, and it was a really, really cool moment to see the entire league come together for one guy we met playing a video game. But he was a great dude to race with, great dude to talk to. I mean, we'd sit in Discord for an hour after a race, just shooting the breeze, talking, and it was a big blow to the league to lose him. But that was a really cool moment.
Yeah, I can only imagine what it must have been like for you and the guys to kind of go through that and kind of realize that obviously there is a community back there, but just the fact that your league kind of came together in such more of a tight commodity, as if you will, that's got to be definitely more saying just how much you all have come together for just the love of one thing or one sport in this case.
Oh yeah, like even at cup races this year, we've had dudes go to cup races, like 10, 12 guys meet up at a cup race and hang out all day. So, and we've only been a league for a little over a year now, and we got guys driving 5-6 hours to go watch a race with a dude he met on the internet.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to say the least. Kai, have you met anybody outside the internet world and into the real world too with the racing or all that?
Yeah, kind of reiterate the Ray Cobb thing. We also had a gentleman that raced with us, Matthew Mann, that was actually a couple towns over from me up here in Montana, and he sadly passed away from cancer at the beginning of this year as well, and he had a fight like crazy. I think he beat it almost three times.
He was a tough dude. He was a very good friend of mine.
Yeah, and
oh, wow.
I had the pleasure to meet him at the local dirt track, and right before he passed away, super cool dude, always used to race dirt up here, and his family actually owned the local track, and when they had the fundraiser to honor him and kind of see him in the light outside of the people that really didn't know him, it's the most people I've seen at that dirt track since I've been here. The 7 years I've been here it was great to see the community that supported him, but it was very sad to lose one of the guys that I was talking to the night before that he passed away. So.
I messaged him on Discord, asking him how he was doing the night before he passed, and it tore me up the next day.
Yep.
You can only imagine what all that must have been like for you guys, obviously, because I think we kind of know too, Chantel and I, at least we've been a part of many leagues, many races where we've had some sobering moments or some moments where we had to just kind of take the reins back for a second on a lap, or we had to take some time off for just a second, because Chantel, I think you can jump in with this too. I think you remember I was calling one race where you kind of reminded me right as you were going across the line one more time, you would do a little 3-wide salute for some folk, for a gentleman as well and his family.
Yeah, I think we done that when we used to race on console. Yeah, I remember doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, I got a feeling though that with everything that's gone on and everything you guys have been a part of and worked with, I think they really have been shining down on you, looking at you very well, and I think that kind of just shows for the league too, and how strong its connections are and how well it's been, whether they're in spirit or they are with you there. It seems like no matter what, they never really go away. And it seems like you guys really got that dialed in and figured out no matter what here.
Yeah, I'd say over all the events and even running the duels for those two, we name our Daytona duels after both of them, and just the amount of support every time they're brought into the equation, and even when they're not, all season they're brought up about how great they were and how important they are to the league even now, because it's definitely tough when you get to the mindset of losing someone that you've raced with almost week in and week out, and they've been there every series, and then one moment they're just gone. We were thankful enough that Matthew's mom actually reached out to us and on Facebook and let us all know, because besides Discord, it would have been really tough. Maybe one person finds out and kind of tells the league. It was kind of just awesome on her part to reach out to us and just let the league admins know that he had passed away so that we could post it out to our Discord. But at the same time, I'd say that being able to race in their memory and remember them when we're pulling laps at Daytona, Talladega, Martinsville, Bristol, anywhere we're racing, even in dirt, like, we can remember those guys, because I only knew Ray Cobb a little bit outside of actually ORRL. I actually met him in an open lobby once, and he dumped me, but it was kind words. And then I found out about the league about a month later. I ended up joining these guys, and I didn't even realize he'd been such a big part of the league. So.
Mm-hmm. Did he just give you the Dale Earnhardt treatment? Just said dumped you and said that's racing, brother.
No, he was a lot more kinder than Earnhardt. We waited till the end of the race, and tempers were calmed, but he went over, apologized, and then we had a little. I was introduced to my first ever ORRL end of race dumping. We like to beat up on each other after the race and dump the winner and have some fun with some crashes and stuff. So it's kind of a little derby at the end of the race.
Winner gets 3 rotations of his donut, and then the whole like you can see in our broadcast, like, they'll pan out and you'll see like 15 trucks like 100 yards away just ready to demolish the guy.
Just really like spread around, like let him do his donuts, and then just like have everyone circle around, like.
Oh yeah, it's pure unadulterated violence.
Yeah.
Pure unadulterated violence on a sim platform. There you go, folks. The officials aren't just for letting the leader get to the finish and then wrecking him out for his troubles. There, guys. No worry, it's in leagues too, but it's for fun in this case.
Yeah, I mean,
so go ahead.
I mean, we have a lot of. I mean, and there's a lot of chance to get a win every week, and we had I think 40. We had literally had 43 cars qualify for our all-star race of just winners.
Just winners, like all around.
Across all series, we had 43 different guys.
Wow. That's a lot of winners, man. Like, you don't usually even see that in like regular NASCAR or any racing ventures I see. Heck, even locally here, I could barely see same guys, or different guys winning all the time, because usually it's the same guys that just got the track dialed in and they're just trying to fight it out with each other to the end of their days.
Yeah, that's the same with some of the leagues we run in. It's just the same people pretty much.
I'm not sure if you guys have shown our schedule graphic, but I mean, when you guys do, I mean, you can see that it's, like I said earlier, it's like 11 or 12 series across 7 different days.
Yeah, I got that up there now. So before we set you guys off, is there any goals that you guys got for your leagues?
Just keep growing and keep having fun. There is a quick update to that schedule. On Monday nights after the street stocks, there is an 87 Cup Car League, and that has been a blast. The guy that broadcasts it does a whole throwback, like with the yellow lettering, broadcast overlay. It's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, huge shout out to Eddie on the 87s, man. He even throws back some 70s, 80s commercials from back in the day up in the stream. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen, man. And he'll pull them in the middle of the race under caution, just like the old commercials, man. Fanny pack commercials, old Valvoline commercials, and but I think the biggest goal for us would be, like Alex said, grow. But grow in the right way. Try to keep the league comfortable and not super competitive. We have some sister leagues like Thunderstorm, Goat Locker Racing, and Apex. And we're lucky enough that a majority of those leagues are made up by guys that are in our league already. But kind of branching out a little bit to offer those different kind of series on Wednesdays and Thursdays that guys are just getting some more practice under the trucks. The trucks are our number one series, our premier series in the league, and that's where the majority of our drivers are at. So when they get some extra practice in the Wednesday and Thursday Apex and Goat Locker series, that gives them some more practice. But at the same time, Wednesdays and Thursdays we've got Thunderstruck running modifieds and late models, teaching these guys how to learn how to use their brakes and getting around shorter tracks more comfortably. And then I think the biggest goal is just keep it fun. Just keep it fun, not serious. This is a place to relax and come to when you've had a bad day. And at the end of the day, even if you finish 20th, have a big old smile on your face.
That's the only way to working around here, isn't there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, man, nevertheless, Alex and Kai, it's been an honor and pleasure to have you guys on board here tonight. Before you go, some of the comment section, some of your boys commented in as well. Mike Veith, Michael Morrison, and Matt Tedler, they're all giving you guys some love and showing you some support.
Mike Veith's my dad.
Oh,
me and Dad
old man joined in, right?
Yeah, I actually got him into iRacing. He come over and tried it, and then about a month later, he's like, "I bought a computer and a wheel. Don't tell your mom." But yeah, it's really awesome. With my motocross career, my dad was always behind me and never beside me on the track. But with this, I get to bang doors with him and strategize with him on plate races and get taken out by him a time or two.
Sounds like Papa Keith has been very supportive at the same time, giving you a little headache or two just for fun.
Very first race he ran with me at Iowa, I went high to pass him. He caught the bumps, washed up, and just demolished my truck. Tow, fast repair, the whole nine.
Where have I heard that before?
Good times.
Guy, any last final thoughts, man, or anything for you, brother?
No, man, just basically hope to see you guys in the league. Come join us anytime you want to. Anybody out there that kind of wants to come run a few laps, see what we're all about, no matter what you, open wheel, dirt, rally, cup, oval, all that kind of stuff. Come join us. We got opportunities everywhere, man. So increase your craft, have some fun, and that's all I got for you.
You can catch our broadcast, by the way, on Intensity Broadcasting. You'll catch Thunderstruck, the trucks, and I believe Xfinity. And Rebels Racing Network, you'll find the Tour Mods, the 87s, and Cup as well.
Awesome here. Well, guys out there, folks that have been tuned on in with us here, you know where to find these guys. You know where to look. If I had to say anything, I'd say it's worth a look. Don't have to be competitive. Just go out there, have fun. Sure, maybe have a few beers and a few drinks, or just.
That's what Tuesday night. That's what the Tuesday night dirt league's for. It's the beer league. It's the beer league of the beer league.
Whenever you're on dirt, I'm gonna end this real quick here, but whenever on dirt, if you don't have dirt in your beer, are you really racing? Are you even in this show?
Dang right. Dirt's for racing, asphalt's for getting there.
Oh, don't get me started there. I'm trying to race more on asphalt because I was drilling it on dirt for a while. So, all right. Well, nevertheless, should I tell any final thoughts for these young fellas here before we head on to our next guest?
Nope, that's it. Thanks for joining, and I guess maybe in some other podcasts we can get you guys back again.
Oh, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Well, we certainly had a pleasure talking with you, Alex and Kai. Thank you so much for coming on to the Racing Groove podcast, man. Hope to see you guys very soon and hopefully on the track now.
Yep, have a good one.
Hello everyone, welcome back here to the Racing Groove podcast. Thankfully, I did not have to get the baseball bat out this time and get those Grudgecrafted gremlins out of here, so thank you for that. But nevertheless, race fans and folks alike, we are now joined in by our good friend here at Noah Wilson. And Noah, it's a pleasure to have you on board for the first time here on the Racing Groove podcast, sir.
Yeah, thank you guys for actually having me. I'm actually excited to be here.
So maybe give a little insight to who you are and where you come from in this case, because obviously we just talked with our friends at the ORL. What we want to hear, though, from your end in the TLR.
So I help. So I'm not the full owner, but I help the Thunderstorm League of Racing. My friend Chase Baker, he's pretty much the league owner of it, but he came to me to ask him to say, hey, he had this vision, he wanted to help run it. So I was like, I'm not typically the one that likes to run leagues or whatever. I came on iRacing back in 2013 just to pretty much do NIS. Like, that's pretty much all I do. That's all I care about. But I was like, sure, why not? Let's see what happens. And he came in there, and basically I'm like the second command. When he's not there, I kind of take control of it. But yeah, pretty much where I come from when it comes down to, Thunderstorm League of Racing is just really being that co-owner, I guess, just kind of helping things run and kind of taking care of like the media and all. I wouldn't say media, but like webs, like the social media stuff and all that and stuff like that. I take care of all that stuff and get things done that I can do because he's more busy than I am, so I have a little bit more time on my hands to kind of keep the league running smoothly and all.
It seems like you definitely have got a pretty good league on your shoulders, on your hands as well, because I do remember having to actually broadcast for the Thunderstorm League of Racing. I was watching it, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, these guys, for their age and for their youth and all that, and their driving abilities, man, these are some talented young guns that could really make it up into the league races and definitely can showcase what they can do. And I think I mentioned it quite a bit there as well, and it seemed like you guys were really liking that at that time.
Yeah, pretty much everything you did with your broadcast that you did with us was honestly spectacular. I mean, like I said, told you before, like, even though you were riding solo, you had that excitement for it. You really made the league actually look enjoyable, if I'm going to be pretty honest. Like, you made it look like, hopefully you grabbed some eyes from the league, You knew some of the guys, so you were able to give your insight on them, and you just kind of really helped, I think, put the league in a good spot.
Right, but I think that really kind of boiled down to like just the fact that what you was presenting, what you was showing to me was what any league should be able to do out there, which is to show, your competitiveness, but also your strive to, still have a good race and everyone have a fair shake at things. And,
Right.
just watching it over and over, it's like, I was telling Chantel, I'm like, man, these guys, they can get the job done, and this league, really has a good mindset, which I think that's what any league really needs, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. This is our second full season. me and Chase, when we first started, he had this really long schedule. Like, we're talking like 30 race schedules, and we only had like 5 or 6 cars actually show up. And by like the 4th race, or maybe the 3rd, we're like, let's just scrap this season and let's make their Discord channel more organized. Let's shorten the seasons. Let's shorten the races. Let's make them smaller. Make the times later in the day to get more people in. And it started to really, grow a little bit. I told Chase, Rome isn't built in a day, but what we like to do is obviously give our league members a voice as well. So, like, I think in order to everybody be happy, but also have that competitive, if we say, well, we want to be in this cars because we like it because we can race better here. Well, we want to be in this cars and this and that. We kind of give them that voice, and we like to say, okay, well, we hear you. So let's go ahead and do like this. Like the Xfinity cars, we decided as a league, as a whole league, it wasn't just admins who made this, was let's race Xfinities at 1.5 miles, so we'll probably stay at next-gen cars at 2-mile tracks and maybe a short track. So I think the way we help give that competitive edge is we try to satisfy everybody where they feel comfortable, where they feel like they can race to their best potential, honestly.
For sure, and no, it's actually kind of ironic or a little coincidental, but to me, it almost like from what we're hearing, also the person down below, Chantel, had kind of dealt with in her owner and league. Because I don't own the league or anything like that. Just kind of help out as well, as admin like you do. But yeah, I think maybe it's something Chantel and you can kind of talk about, which is just kind of trying the whole point of trying to get drivers in, trying to keep them around. Like, is there a challenge that kind of involves in there?
Oh, it's probably the hardest thing to do because no matter what you do, even if more of the people, like, we'll do a poll, like if we want some kind of change, or like say we want to have some kind of car, like last week we put a poll in asking people what would they rather race for one of the cars, and would it be one of the next gen Xfinity or give the next gen one more week after we just ran our second race in Fontana in the next gen, and the race wasn't that bad. Even though maybe more people chose to do Xfinity or next gen, you're always going to have the element of someone's not going to be happy. There's going to be people who are not happy, so that's where we try to do our best to really satisfy everybody. Because even if someone does something wrong, they break the rules, and you get penalties for it, they're going to get mad and disagree. So, in a way for us to try to satisfy them, we put an appeal system in. So if you can, give your evidence and saying, well, what we did was probably wrong on our part, because we're going to make mistakes. Let us know about it. So we try our best to really satisfy everybody, and it's honestly really, really hard to do because last season started big. I mean, we had maybe 20 to 15 cars come in. By the time around week 6, it kind of started getting smaller and smaller, and I think it started with the rules. And the rules might have been a little bit micromanaging, a little bit too, I wouldn't say strict, but it was just little things that was getting called, like tiny, tiny things. So when the season 1 ended, first things first was let's fix the rules. Let's make them more lenient, more relaxed, so it's not uptight, so people can come in here and have fun. But also, it makes people to race proper. So we did that, like the whole system with the wrecking system. Last season, if you caused a wreck, it was like, okay, boom, you get a warning. Next time, you lap penalty. This year, we're like, okay, well, you know what? Mistakes are going to happen. So if you become a problem of one, now we're going to issue this warning. It's just like we try to kind of make it a little bit more relaxed, I guess, the best way to satisfy people, and obviously try our best to please what the members want.
Yeah, that's really good ideas, but yeah, in my league too, we suffer with stuff like that. You'll always get the season starting out with about 20, 25 drivers, and you'll always drop by the end of the season. By the time you're on the championship race, there's probably like 13, 10 people left.
Yeah, because I think it's more of like that drag of, you got that beginning of the season's like hype, that feeling of like, oh, we're starting something, and then as the weeks keep going on, it's just harder to, stay into it, because like even I do the NIS and I race like every weekend, but like these last 10 races, I'm only doing this just to finish this, like get that award, I'm just really just trying to finish it out. Like I'm just kind of burned out by it, and it's gonna happen. People who aren't even in contention for the championship are just gonna say, why do I need a race? The heck with it.
Yeah, if they're not up in points, I think that's the ones that mainly fall out because they know they're not going to get nowhere and they just don't want to race.
Exactly. But that's what we try to do here is, we obviously give out cash prizes, some trophies as well, so kind of reward you for your efforts. Even if you don't win the championship, you still have other things to try to win, like the most polls. We give plaques out for that. We give plaques out for the most wins, so even if you don't win the championship, you can get plaques for the most wins. We're even doing a Rookie of the Year thing this year. Actually, I can pull it right in front of me. Let's see about all the awards right now, what we do here. Yeah, we give, and then we also give last one I didn't really put in. We'll give a trophy for someone who will start all of our races, every single race. If you start every single one of our races, it's called the Commitment Award. You start every single race, and you even join in on our recruitment races or test races. We'll give you a nice little trophy, just something to say, hey, thank you for that, for your time, and coming to join us. And then we'll also give a plaque out for most improved driver, someone who throughout the season may struggle early, but they stayed with it and then got better and better and better as the season goes. So you get rewarded for that. And then lastly, we have like an MVP award, basically, or you can call it MVR, whatever you want to call it. We call it the MVP, most valuable player, driver, whatever. And what it does is it'll be voted by fellow league members on who they think was the best driver, in their opinion, who drove the best. And only the people in the top 5 in points obviously are eligible for that award, but that's also voted for from fellow drivers, so it's something that you can also work for throughout the season if you don't think you can win the championship.
Yeah, it seems like you guys got kind of a unique way of kind of making sure like drivers stick around, kind of stay with the league, obviously, because as we've already kind of discussed, and even Chantel's kind of brought it up, it's just even from the start when you start a league and you get things started up right out of the gate, it's extremely difficult to even what make drivers want to stick around and kind of keep playing it out. And obviously we heard from ORL about their mindset and really how they're keeping drivers, which is not necessarily to be competitive, but it is just to go out there and just have fun and have a time.
Right.
So, but obviously having a time means you must have some kind of memorable moment to it. So I got to ask you, Noah, what was probably your most memorable race or moments you've had with this league or, with the crew you worked with?
I want to say it was either the very first race of last season at Daytona, because we completely revamped it and it just felt like there was a new air and like just a new feel in the air. But honestly, it was either the last race last week at Las Vegas or that, or maybe the early days of Daytona this year, because it's just like there's just a feeling behind it with these group of guys and these people in this league now. It feels like it's really, I think the league's really taking off, like it's heading up that upward direction now. Like it feels like it's heading in that way. So I always want to say, I almost want to say Las Vegas just last week and just that recent race, because that was by far our biggest field so far. We never had. That was the only time we ever had one caution. Like usually we have 5 or 6 cautions. Like that was the cleanest race we ever had. The broadcast was great. Everybody was happy. There was no. I mean, people were grumpy with each other at the end. And we had to deal with some issues there. We had to give some guys some warnings, but we didn't want to. We understood some parts of why they were griping at each other, so we're just like, hey, look, if this escalates, take care of it. But overall, I think Las Vegas was probably one of it. I think, for this league, I think it's most memorable because I think that's where it just hit its full potential, what it could be.
You see kind of like everything where you wanted to see it out, you wanted to play it in, and I guess that kind of leads into one other thing I asked earlier, but it's kind of for you as well. Really, what is it you want, or really you and that crew you have, your league owners and yourself, what do you want to see the league become and where does it want to rise to?
We want to see it to become something that, I mean, you can always want to say like one of the top leagues that everybody, wants to join, but we want to see it as something to where people can come in and join and we can have fun at the same time, meaning we have a good group of drivers where we can do things like all-star races to where we can really have that control of drivers, of having a good time, to where it's just a very consistent league, I guess you could say. Just something that's consistent with the people, with the health of it. So we're just kind of, I guess our goal of where we want to see this league is just have a good, big, healthy league where everybody gets along. You can come in and make some friends and make enemies. I mean, just kind of that true, I guess you could say NASCAR type environment. Just come in there, get away from the actual official racing, iRacing part where it's a bunch of, knuckleheads and just griping, complaining people. You come in here little bit more relaxed rules. You know, you come in here and socialize, make a good time. So overall, I think our main goal is to have just a healthy, consistent league that can just you can come in and just relax and have a good sized field every time you come in.
That was kind of when you said NASCAR vibe. It kind of gave me kind of flashbacks because when I was watching the race, then the broadcast and everything back was kind of just looking at it from the NASCAR vibe perspective. It does kind of remind me a little bit of the 80s and the 90s vibe, which was you had hard racing, you had hard moments, but for the most part, it was always clean, compact driving with occasional bump and runs or bumping in between because that was just how racing is back then.
Right.
And to me, it seemed like very similar to what you guys were doing when you were at Vegas. I mean, we're comparing kind of apples and oranges compared to, what they were driving then and what we're driving now, but the mindset to me is the same thing, which is you're out there to have fun and win, but you still remember your P's and Q's, and it seemed like the league guys just knew right there and then how to run it because they were running on a track like Vegas, which anybody knows Vegas, and I called it too. That's an odd track. You can just, throttle in and give it some room. Like, that's a track, if you're not careful, it tightens you up, and, well, as I said in the broadcast, you roll the dice, you don't know what kind of gamble you're going to get out of this one.
Right, and that's what we did, in the practice, we put it to late afternoon. We want to have a race that goes from sunset to nighttime. So as we were practicing that hour, the track was completely different. It was a lot more loose. It was a lot faster. As soon as that sun came down, right around qualifying, everything changed. The times got a little bit slower. The track was a little bit tighter. So it was just kind of like that factor of where, we put in that long practice that for an hour, we give everybody an hour to either get in or just put some practice in. Everybody had that time, but the track completely just switched as soon as the lights came on. So I think that's what kind of will point out to why I think it was just a memorable race for me, is because, even though the track changed, everybody raced well. It's like you had your fast group, and you had your your medium, and you had your slow. It's like everybody was competitive somewhere within their circle. You had your fast guys. Everybody in the top 5 was neck and neck. Everybody from 6th down to 10th were right there, and then beyond. It was just like there was racing everywhere, and everybody was just doing so good at it. It was just very, I think, actually entertaining for as long as a green flag run as it was.
As long as, I was about to say, it seemed like when everything was going, it was going good, and for the most part, like I said, other than that first caution, where I honestly, when I first saw it, I'm thinking, oh boy, that's not what I was expecting of these guys. Because I did watch the practice back, and I watched you guys going and qualifying. I'm thinking, well, they're holding their line, they're doing pretty good. And Vegas is not an easy track, like I've mentioned earlier. And I think even Chantel can tell you that most of these tracks you guys are racing on are not the easiest to master.
Yeah, well, our plan was to try to make. I think if you were to look at the schedule, whatever's available for the ovals, they're probably the easiest to have on there because, they're just those kind of tracks, and that was kind of our goal because we want, like I said, we want to try to grow this league. The point of this season right now is to get this league to grow and keep guys interested. So we chose the semi-easier tracks. Obviously, Vegas, the track changes, but everybody raced really well. I think they're easy to learn. Just a little bit, kind of drive them a little bit. Obviously, we're not going to go in Darlington right now, but I think next race is Richmond. If you were to put any short tracks out there, it's probably one of the easiest because it runs like a super speedway and racetrack. In my opinion, I think it's one of the easiest kind of short tracks out there versus, I guess you can say Martinsville, but I feel like that's a little bit.
I'd still say you're talking to an Iowa boy, so you kind of beat me on that one. I think Iowa's probably the best short track out of the bunch that NASCAR doesn't either go to or has not treated as well as it should. But then again, that's just me. So.
Well, honestly, we're probably going to throw out Richmond next season and actually probably end up going to Iowa instead. So,
attaboy.
Yeah, we'll probably be there next season. But we try to keep the short tracks, the easier short tracks, the easier, I think what we have right now are probably some of the easiest tracks you can select on there. Next year we want to throw a road course in there too. We're looking into doing the Roval at night, actually. The infield part's dark, but it's not undrivable, so we'll probably test that out and see if we can get guys racing in that infield part, even though it being dark. But the oval part's lit up just as normal, and honestly, running laps around by myself, honestly, seemed really fun to be doing that road course under the lights. So
I would say probably it would be, but I don't think I've ever seen the road course under the lights, so I think it'd be pretty interesting to see what you guys can come up with.
Right, I think it would be. So we're probably gonna test those out. And those will obviously be next gen cars. I think the next gen probably drives the best on road courses, and which kind of worries me because it seems like NASCAR might be heading towards, maybe a road coursey kind of vibe. But it is what it is. It's not our we can make our own schedule the way we want.
Kind of off topic from leagues. I don't personally think they're going to go full road course. I would say more than likely what they're after, at least if I'm going to be judgmental here, is probably what they're trying to do is the same thing they're kind of doing with Atlanta, which is they're trying to develop kind of a late track, close corner racing style. And then on short tracks, well, that's a given. You're going to be close contact. It's going to be bumping and running. So I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep them more close and together and more into that territory of just leaning and bumping around. So it makes it more interesting racing, which I can see why. But road course wise, I think the most you would see on the schedule is probably 8 at the most, and then you'd still have obviously the tracks that they have to work with ISM and SMI. So
Right.
I don't know, but that's kind of my thoughts on that. I know we're going off topic a little bit, but Chantel, any questions you may have for our friend Noah here, or anything maybe you two can discuss league-wise?
Well, for the viewers here, going back to your medals and trophies and stuff, do you guys have sponsors to help you guys fund for that kind of stuff or anything?
Right now we have absolutely nothing. It's funny you say that. I talked to Chase yesterday. I said if this league can get where it's going right now, I think it's be about the time we can start looking for sponsors. But right now it's coming out of my pocket, Chase's pocket, and even Sean's pockets a little bit of getting these guys some trophies. And even the broadcasting, it's coming out of Chase's pocket. The races hosted are coming. I mean, everything's pretty much out of pocket of all three of us right now.
I can tell you right now, that's not cheap, but
No.
It's not. Thankfully, there's only so right now nobody's in contention for the commitment award, so that'll be a cheaper payment there. But we kind of all split the halfway point. The plaques, it's kind of like we'll kind of all split that up, and then and then obviously we hand out $100 to the winner, the championship winner, plus $10 for each win you get, and then 50 for second place, and then 25 for third. So it's obviously pricey, but hopefully we can one day start getting a sponsorship. That's what I talked about, where our push towards is to having a very healthy and consistent league where we can start getting things like that and hand out better and more rewards. Honestly, if we can get sponsors, we'll up the purse wins. We'll up, what else you can win. We'll do something funny, like the guy who had the most incident points. Like, hey, here's your award for crashing a lot. Stuff like that. And have more fun with it. Honestly, we can have more fun with the league. And say we have power rankings, and that's all just for fun for guys to compete for. Like, say who was number one the longest. Like, hey, here's an award for being the best driver in the rankings. It's just like, if we can get a sponsor, I think the league could really have a chance to really excel, to have fun, where guys can really have fun little side awards to really compete against for fun. If you can't get a championship, why not compete for something to hang on your wall?
Yeah, for sure. So for anyone that's watching, if they're interested in joining your league, where would they go to apply for it and stuff?
They can go on our Facebook page. I think I have to talk to Sean. It might have to be updated, but we have a sign-up page on Thunderstorm League of Racing. You just go find our Facebook page on there. You can also, honestly, find the best insight onto what the league looks like and what it's like there. You could also go to pretty much iRacing on the member side or on the UI and just go to leagues, and you go to League Dictionary and just look up Thunderstorm League of Racing and just click apply there. And honestly, the only way to make it, the best way to be in the league, is we look for C-class drivers and above. Our rating, we tend to want to have at least over 1,000. However, we have some exceptions. We'll take guys who may not be as fast as most guys. However, if we see that you have 400 clean races, we'll take it. But the only way you probably wouldn't get in is if you're a rookie or D-class and you don't really have clean races to back it up for you. So honestly, we're pretty much open arms for most drivers, and if you're a clean driver, just sign right up. I mean, honestly, I don't see why you wouldn't join us. I mean, we really try to keep everybody involved. We're not just a power trip with admins. We want to hear your opinion on things. We want to hear what do you think is fun, and let's try to make it work.
Also, before we close out for tonight, is there anywhere these guys can watch you guys race? broadcasting service you use and stuff?
So far, right now, with Chase, he might, we're either going to start using you again, or who we have right now is Extreme Sim TV on YouTube. You can check us out every Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be on YouTube, Extreme Sim TV. That might change because he kind of bailed on us last Wednesday. Apparently he had internet issues, and if that's true, that's unfortunate, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. But you can find us on Extreme Sim TV on YouTube, or end up on Facebook with your guys' broadcast, maybe. Those things just don't work out with them.
For sure.
Well, I can certainly say we'll bring you in. We'll make sure that we can try to match the energy your league brings to the table, no matter what. 'Cause like I said, it was a lot of fun calling for that one, and watching that back. And I know there was a lot of people watching behind me, just watching the same thing I was seeing, which is just hard racing and a good league to really advance into. So I guess my final thoughts are with this here on the Racing Groove, ladies and gentlemen, is if you guys can, I mean, ORL is great, and I could say the Thunderstorm League of Racing, man, these guys are top notch, clean as well. They're just a bit more competitive, but they're out for just as much fun. So I'd say you guys got your two leagues you can go take a look at and check out. And I'd definitely give it a good go and a little try some races on some laps. But nevertheless, Noah Wilson, man, it has been an honor and a pleasure to have you on board here tonight, sir. We really appreciate you coming on, taking your time out of your day, and really just giving a chat and really showcasing, not only what we've already witnessed, but how much this league has been doing for you guys as well.
Yeah, I actually really appreciate you guys for letting me come on here and talk about the league, because we've been trying to find ways to really get this league to grow, and I think you guys are about to hopefully help us in so many different ways. I mean, just the way y'all made the logo for us was, I mean, that was just, I think it may be little, but she made it.
Yeah.
I did nothing to. I can't make a logo to save my life. I can get T-shirts out. I can't make a logo. Okay, I'm sorry. My voice is better than my hands. So.
Yeah.
Regardless, even though she made it, with your stream, I think what you guys are doing for us, that y'all at least did for a little bit, was, it may be little, but I think it really helped the league in a good way. So I really appreciate you guys for letting me come on here, doing the things that y'all done for us already, saved our butts for getting us a broadcast in for guys to watch for their family. And really appreciate you guys so much. I really think you guys can really help this league, and I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Chantel, final thoughts?
Nope, that's about it.
All right. Well, Noah Wilson, like I said, man, great to have you on board. Hopefully we can get you guys back in here, not only on this or any, other broadcasting wise, but we'd love to just have you back on, talk a little more, and see how things go. But nevertheless, like I said, been great to have you. Good to see you, sir, and we certainly hope you continue on striving with that league down there at Thunderstorm League of Racing.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for having me. Just really appreciate you guys. Hope you all have a good night.
You too, bud. Thanks again. Ladies and gentlemen from Thunderstorm League of Racing, please thank you and welcome out to Noah Wilson. Thanks again, sir.
Yep, thanks, guys.
Okay.
Well, all right. So obviously we had a great time here talking tonight with the OLR and the old Rebel leagues, as well as our boys down there at Thunderstorm League of Racing. Chantal, what a day it's been, man. I can't tell you that it's awesome just to hear from these other leagues and these other drivers and just their thoughts and their feelings. And, obviously I know you as an owner, you've got a lot of stuff going on, and just really seeing them the same way, it's like, it makes you guys give a good idea of just what, you two and everyone has to go through.
Yeah, for sure. I gotta say, the two leagues that we did have on, they seem like they have it down pat. They got it organized, and good bunch of guys. So I think anyone that's viewing should check them out on some nights that you're free and see what they got to offer.
There's not a whole lot of them out there that really can truly show, what they can do. But I mean, nonetheless, they really show they're working hard. They're doing everything they can, and obviously we know leagues all too well. They are a lot of work, and they can be just an absolute stress and madness. But they seem like they've got confident heads, good heads on their shoulders, as one might say, and definitely the confidence level is definitely up there, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
So, nevertheless, though, that's really going to wrap it up here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for your call here in the podcast booth. So, for those that have tuned in, those that have stuck around with us to the very end, thank you so much. Really appreciate all you guys coming on board here tonight and tuning in. If you do like what you see, make sure you do like and follow us up here on our Facebook. Chantal, I believe it's over on the YouTube end as well now, isn't it?
Yeah, they can find it at the Poddles on YouTube. I've been punting the videos over there so we don't lose them from Facebook.
Yes, because for some reason Facebook decides they got to pull a Halloween on us every 2 weeks and literally just have Michael Myers slash every little piece of our content out of the algorithm and out of the Facebook end as well. I don't understand this madness.
Yeah, for sure. But if anyone wants to catch them, they are over there. So I think next week we're probably just going to get on and talk some NASCAR stuff. And we're going to get Matthew Hofford from our league to join in with us.
We'll see what we have to do there. I think we got quite a bit of a show coming up, but whether it be next week or 2 weeks from now, we'll see how it all plays out. But nevertheless, for folks at home, if you, like I said, enjoyed it all, I mean, like I said, you stay with us, stay in the groove, and we will see you next time on the Racing Groove.
See you all.